It is true that you have got many greedy people, many corrupt people. If I ask the question, why is the ANC, which marginalized people as we were saying, why is it behaving like this? In 1997, Nelson Mandela says, addressing an ANC conference, that something wrong is happening, which is that as the ANC were attracting into our ranks, people who are not ANC. People don't have the values of the ANC. But they can see that to be a member of the ANC is to have a step ladder to government in order to have the possibility to steal. So that's 1997, National Conference. That message has been repeated in all of the national conferences since then. But nothing has ever been done to get rid of these ones who entered into the ANC without carrying the value system. We beginning of 2020, we met 350 leaders of the ANC in Durban. We're talking about the ANC. So I make a presentation about the ANC, what the ANC is, what it stands for, and all that. And later, a young fellow stands up and says, President, I do not know this ANC you are talking about. Because I joined a faction of the ANC. It's a faction recruited me, identified itself as a faction. That's the ANC I know. The ANC I know is an ANC organized in factions. This one you're talking about, I have never heard of it. This was illustrating a point that the ANC had accumulated within its ranks wrong people. Wearing ANC t-shirts, they know how to toy, and to sing and dance and all that. But they are not ANC. So the 2017 conference, national conference of the ANC decided the ANC must renew itself, otherwise it will die. That was in December 2017. Nothing happened in terms of that renewal process, nothing. The last conference in 2022 repeats that message. The ANC must renew itself. Nothing has happened so far. But the ANC must renew itself. I say to the ANC comrades that when you say I must go campaigning next year, to say to people, vote ANC. How am I going to do that? To say, vote ANC. When I know very well that the branch of the ANC in this constituency is led by a criminal. You can't. It's not possible to go and say vote ANC for a criminal. The renewal process is important. But now, colleagues, I'm sorry to be talking ANC politics to you. The obvious challenge with regard to that renewal process is that as people talk about this ANC must renew itself because it had accumulated wrong sorts of people who are now doing wrong things, being greedy, corrupt, and all this, I look at myself and I say, it's going to catch me, this process. So what do? I must block it. I must make sure it doesn't happen. I'm answering our colleague from the Northern Cape to say, let's objectively look at the reality he was talking about. It's a much larger reality of, I was saying, a systematic process to destroy the democratic state all around. I'm talking about even the governing party, which has got people within itself who will resist its renewal and therefore perpetuate this reality that you've got people in the ANC who are greedy, who are thieves, who are corrupt. To perpetuate that, if you don't renovate, you don't renew the ANC, you will perpetuate that. That's the reality we've got to deal with. So the question remains, like on the crime issue, what is to be done? What do we do to defeat these people who systematically want to destroy this democratic state? Who are they? If Brian says to me, President, please put one on the here, I'll throttle him. I won't be able to produce that person. I think I've answered all the questions. Thanks.